will go ahead and not waste any more time and present to you Michele Mikki Jones. Welcome, girl.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you for that lovely, amazing introduction.
Absolutely. So, guys, as you tune in, make sure you're sharing this broadcast because Michele has been known to just drop knowledge out of nowhere. You won't see it coming, okay? Hashtag no BS here, okay? So go ahead and share this broadcast out and get ready. And as you tune in, let us know who you are and where you're watching from. So, Michele, as everybody comes into the room, let our viewers know how we met. Give them the details.
Okay, we're going to give you the short version of this because this could take the entire time. But both Audra and I are runners. Let's just start with that. Both Audra and I are part of Black Girls Run. Audra, I met Audra like somewhere before we ran One City Marathon a few years ago because we ran it as a relay. And I was on the site saying, please, somebody, pick up another leg of this race for me. And they go, here go Audra. Hey, it's me, the virtual hand wave. And we met at, what's the name of the joint? I forget the name of the joint. We met at Virginia Beach. And from that moment on, we ate shrimp and grits and a chicken salad and met with our other team members. And we've been rolling ever since. And that's about
Woody's. It was the restaurant Woody's.
Yes, that's about what, 5 years ago.
A while ago, right?
Yes, that was 2014.
Wow.
That was 2014. Wow. Okay. So this friendship has been going on for a really long time. So we're going to spare y'all all of the good and the bad details of it. Not that there's many bad, but we done cried a few. But that's how we met, through our love of running.
Yes. I just love that. It's amazing to me when I look at the ladies that are involved in the anthologies I work on, because they come from so many different areas of my life. Some I've met on social media. As we talked with Raisin Roots Jules, she found me from a Facebook ad, right? Then we have Michele Mikki Jones, who was a running buddy. Then I've been blessed enough to have family members. And y'all already know how tough it is with family when you got a business, right? Mm-hmm. But I've been blessed to have a couple of relatives also enrolled to be authors in my anthologies. So right. I'm truly thankful of the reach and connection of women that I'm able to work with. It has been such an amazing journey. So, Michele, tell the viewers a little bit about who you are.
Well, again, we're going to keep this short because I'm a lot. Trust me, if you follow me, you'll see that my hands is in almost a little bit of everything. But on the surface of it all and underneath of the good parts of it, my name, of course, is Michele Mikki Jones. I am a poet, a writer, a #1 best-selling author, yay, Unchain My Legacy, and a motivational speaker and a social worker. And you say to yourself, how do all of those things come together? But whether I am giving you writing tips or techniques and teaching you how to write and express your feelings so that your paper is what your audience wants to say, or I am instilling a confidence in you as a therapist, a social worker, or whether or not I am activating for a cause, I'm always going to be who I am, and that is unapologetically me. When you see me, regardless of when you see me, you're going to always get this me. I don't switch. I don't change. The only thing that I'm not going to do tonight is cuss. Maybe. Well, I can't guarantee that. I have a strong sense of my faith. I know my spirituality. I am a action faith walker, definitely, in everything that I do. So like I said, when you hear me speak or when you see me in person, it's unapologetic because I'm very comfortable with who I am and how I meld all of those people into just being authentically me.
It's interesting to hear you say that about being comfortable with who you are, because if you've read her chapter on Unchain My Legacy, that's straight truth. Straight truth. And she gave it to us in Unchain My Legacy. Oh my goodness. I was literally talking with someone about your chapter yesterday, and they immediately went and downloaded it. and then message me, like, oh my gosh, I was not ready. I was not ready. So, yes. But, you have to really be comfortable with who you are, share intimate details of your life. And Michele did not hide. She did not flinch. She gave it all. And because of that, the women that connect with her chapter, their lives are changed. I think too many times people try to come off so prissy and so polished and so perfect, or they want you to think their life is perfect, so that when they share their story, it makes it so difficult for the viewers to really get it.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't hit them here, how can they really be changed?
Right.
So as you write, if your first concern is what they're going to think of me, or I'm going to be judged, you definitely want to make sure you're following Michele Mikki Jones, because she can truly help you navigate that process, because she also helps writers enable them to get their story out. So, Michele, let's talk a little bit about your chapter and Unchain Me Mama, the Forgiveness Factor. So give them the title chapter, then give them a little bit of the goods.
Well, let's go from the title. The title is Ridding Myself of the Monster Within.
Oof.
How having a breakdown built me up. That's it. Ridding myself of the monster within, how having a breakdown built me up. And like Audra said, if you haven't read Unchain My Legacy and my chapter in Unchain My Legacy, then this is going to make you want to go back and read that chapter first, so that you can see where this chapter is going to take you. Because in Unchain My Legacy, I talked about my relationship with my daughters and how I had shut them out and how I had silenced their voices in my own head and ignored their cries for help. And in this chapter, Ridding Myself of the Monster Within, I had to go back and switch that role. Remember, this book is called Unchain Me Mama. So now I'm not the mama, I'm the daughter. And I had to address all of those daughter issues that I had with my mother that I transferred to my relationships with my daughters. So it's a continuation. So you're not going to be able to have one without the other.
Right.
You're still going to get the vital information for a mother-daughter relationship, as I explained to you how I went to therapy and how I have to tell you this, because most people are scared of therapy. It's a taboo in the Black communities. It's a taboo in the minority communities. Nobody goes to therapy, and that horrible what stays in this house, what goes on this house stays in this house.
Anybody watching relate? And anybody watching?
Yeah. I was getting ready to cuss, so good jumping. Okay, so we got to sweep all that away. We got to get rid of that. And in this chapter, I really talk about how I had to get an unbiased opinion of a person that knew nothing about me, knew nothing about my mother, and then just set me straight on why the hell I was fucking up. Ooh, I said I wasn't gonna cuss, but why I was messing up. Because I'm thinking I'm gonna go to therapy and I'm gonna get it right and I'm gonna be there for my daughters, when I was just as messed up as, like, I don't know, pancake mixing and vinegar. It just wasn't working. It was a horrible taste. It was nasty. And I had to find out exactly when I became the monster so that I can get rid of the monster.
Wow. That's deep. So many mothers have what I call mommy ego. Right? But we just feel, well, I'm the mother, and because I said it and I did it, it's got to be right. And it takes a human being that's so in touch with who they are to be able to admit that I'm their mother, but I made a mistake and I need to own it. Not sweep it under the carpet, not pretend like it didn't happen, but to address it and to own it, and even to take it a step further and apologize to your kids.
Amen.
Right.
Amen.
But here's the thing. For most mothers that have those breakdowns with their children, if you do a little bit of research, you realize is because they had an issue with their mama. And so in Michelle's case, we're kind of taking it back, right? She owned her stuff and Unchained My Legacy, but now she's sharing with you where it all began in Unchained Mama, the forgiveness factor. Yes. And so you really get to see the whole process and how Michele has come full circle to be this amazing dynamic woman that that my friend, my running buddy that I'm so proud to. So Michele, let's tell the viewers like what's next for you. What's going on with you? Where are you going next? You done wrote Unchained My Legacy. Now you want Unchained Me Mama, the forgiveness factor. What's going on with you next?
Well, the biggest thing that is associated with these 2 chapters is my podcast.
Okay.
And my podcast is the Jones Narrative. So
somebody put that in the comments, the Jones Narrative.
The Jones Narrative. Unapologetically speaking.
Yes.
And we are going, and I know I'm going to rub some people the wrong way, but that's okay. But it's going to, because I am so comfortable with my former mommy issues, and I understand what it means to apologize to your children and to learn to respect them and to receive forgiveness from my mother and accept where she is in life. I'm coming at you raw and I'm coming at you hard. Yes. Because unapologetically speaking, there is nothing left that you could say to me or about me that would change me.
Right.
I'm done with that. I am so sure and confident where I stand that I think that the world needs to know about it. I mean, and I'm coming, don't come at, this ain't no patty cake walk here. When you get into the Jones Narrative, it's going to be like, oh, did she just say that? Yep, she did.
I love it. I love it. I love it. You don't heard it here, the Jones Narrative. You will definitely want to tune in. So when will the podcast begin? How will they be?
The podcast is coming out midsummer. Okay. Because we're working on production right now. So midsummer, the podcast will be out. And you will tune in. I know you will. I know you will. I have faith in you. You will tune in. And again, when I told you in my introduction of who I am, I'm unapologetically speaking. So what you see right now, what you hear right now is what you're going to hear on the podcast. We're going to talk about those taboo things. We're going to talk about those household secrets. We're going to talk about uncles, and we're going to talk about daddies, and we're going to talk about brothers, and we're going to talk about cousins, and we're going to talk about mommies. And we're going to talk about the lack of love, the lack of confidence, the lack of trust. We're going to talk about the entire breakdown. And I am going to give you my interpretation, hence the name, the Jones Narrative, on how you can get past that book stuff. That stuff.
I love it. I love it.
Michele, I still got away with saying BS there, though, right?
Because hashtag no BS here.
No BS?
That's one of our core
no BS.
Straightforward communication is one of our core values. So put in the comments, hashtag no BS here.
Straight talk, no chaser, baby.
All righty, Michele. So let everybody know how they can keep in touch with you, because I know folks want to follow you after this.
Okay, so let's do this and put this all in one place. You go to my website, www.sisterskeeper, SISTASKEEPR. You can follow me on anything and everything. There's going to be a quick link to the podcast, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. So you need to go to just one place, www.sisterskeeper.com.
I love it.
You can do the blog, you can email me, reach out, contact me, schedule time with me, everything from that one location.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, yes, yes. I am so excited that you have chosen to be a part of Unchained Me Mama, the Forgiveness Factor. You know, many of you guys know folks will talk about daddy issues all day long. But when it comes to addressing mommy issues, folks want to fight you, right? Yes. So we're going to give it to you straight, because here's the thing. That relationship with your mom, that relationship is the very first relationship you ever have. And if it's left unhealed, it affects every facet of your life. So to hear from Michele Mikki Jones and the other amazing authors in Unchain Me Mama, The Forgiveness Factor, stay tuned. It'll be releasing later this year. And until then, make sure you tune in every Sunday at 7 p.m. in Mastering Meaningful Manuscripts and hear from all of the amazing authors in our upcoming releases. Have a great day, guys. Bye.